Hello friends, welcome back. I am Sandeep Kaushik from Genesis Mentors Pune, and as we have discussed in the previous video, we are talking about visual reasoning, and this is CET workshop visual reasoning 2, where we are going to extend what we have already discussed in the previous video. It means these 10 questions are also based on the same directions, which is nothing but under the series completion type of questions in visual reasoning. So same concept, same 5 problem figures A, B, C, D, E, same 5 answer figures 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and I need to first establish the relationship or establish a series between the problem figures with using some logic, and I need to extend it to get my correct answer, and correct answer would be which the figure which is going to be after E following the same pattern or establishing the same series. So let's try to understand again. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 5 objects are there. Now first thing that comes to my mind is nothing but triangle, triangle, circle, circle. So as I told you out in the previous video also that the pattern is very important in series, right? So triangle, triangle, circle, circle, so it should be is equal to, and my answer was there within seconds. Now if I want to reconfirm it, which I said we should not do it while attempting these questions in the actual CET, but still if we do it SS, then definitely triangle, triangle, it should be circle, circle. So I said you can establish the relationship of the other objects also and verify it out. The correct answer would definitely be 2. Right. So moving on to the next question. So understand, sometimes these shortcuts are going to be very critical for maintaining speed. Now moving on to problem number 2. Again here we are talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 objects, right? Now within these 6 objects, I know that what is happening it out, if I start naming these objects or numbering the objects in anti-clockwise direction or clockwise direction, this comes out to be odd one, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So while naming it in anti-clockwise direction, if this is going to be object number 1, object number 1 has being replaced by a new object, object number 2 is intact, object number 3 is replaced by a new object, object number 4, object number 1, 2, 3 and 4 is again intact, object number 5 is being replaced by a new object, and object number 6 is intact. It means the objects at even places 2, 4 and 6 are intact, 2, 4 and 6, and the other objects which is 1, 3 and 5 have been replaced by new objects 1, 3 and 5. Now from frame B to C, it is the turn of the other objects which were even objects to get replaced by new objects, and all these objects are shifting one place in anti-clockwise direction, right? So here, from here to here it was odd that were replaced, from here to here it were even that were replaced, again from here to here they are odd which are replaced, again from here to here they were the even objects which are replaced, right? So from here to the correct answer, the odd ones would get replaced. The odd ones would definitely get replaced, means that this should be replaced by a new object, right? So this should be replaced by a new object, second should be intact, third should have been replaced, so this is not the correct one, right? So first is definitely replaced, second was intact, the third is replaced, the fourth should again be intact, the fifth should be replaced, and the sixth should be intact. It means my correct answer should be 2, and all of them have shifted one place, right? So my correct answer is going to be answer figure 2. So these are different than what we have discussed in the previous video, right? We just need to establish the relationship in series kind of questions. Now moving on to our third problem. In the third problem, we first try to get the shortcut that we have already discussed in the previous video, that the E and A had the same orientation of the objects, with the only difference is that each and every object has its water image is taken. It means it has inverted about x-axis. Now the same thing should happen for B and the correct answer also. It means my B and the correct answer option should have the same orientation, but again they should be inverted. So same orientation but they should be inverted. It means water, while taking the water image or inverting this, the arrow should move and point up. It means either it should be 3 or 4 or 5 only using the arrow. Then when we talk about this 8, its larger part should be top, the greater circle would be, or a larger circle should be on the top, and the smaller circle should be at the bottom. It means again that tie is between these two, which is going to be cleared with the help of this T. This T is definitely going to be inverted, and hence my correct answer is going to be answer figure 4. So again, these kind of logics have to be taken into account, right? E vis-a-vis which frame, so answer vis-a-vis which frame is very, very critical for us. Now moving on to the next problem, which is problem number 4. Now when you looked at problem number 4, it consists of a L, and the orientation of this L is exactly same in E and A. It means the orientation of L in B and the correct answer should definitely be same, which is either frame number or answer figure number 1, or answer figure number 3, or answer figure number 5. Now let's try to understand between 1, 3 and 5 which one is correct answer based on the other other figure which is embedded. So this star, now when we looked at from A to B, it is increasing one line in this direction and one line is deleted from here. It means every frame to next frame, one line would be added in this direction and one line would be taken off or deleted in this direction. So again, one line would be added in this direction, which will make this clear, but only one line would be deleted. Here two lines are deleted. So this would be same, but one more line would be there. So definitely my correct answer is going to be answer figure number 3, right? Because it satisfies my condition of L also, and one extra line which is added here and one line which is deleted from here. So correct answer was answer figure number 3. Now moving on to the 5th problem, let's try to understand the logic behind this problem as well. Now here, horizontal 3 figures, vertical 3 figures, horizontal 3 figures, vertical 3 figures, horizontal 3 figures, so it should be vertical 3 figures, which is there everywhere, right? So now let's try to understand that whether the objects have just changed their orientation or they are replaced with new object. So as far as this middle object is concerned, it has just changed its orientation, right? But from here, the middle object, from A to B, the middle object goes to top. From C to D, the middle object goes to bottom. Now it is a turn of middle object to go to the top. It means a triangle should be at the top. So only answer figure number 1, 3 and 4 are left, right? Where I again talked about what happens to this circle. So this circle comes to the middle, right, and the new object comes. So one new object should be there, right? Here definitely the arrow comes in the middle. So first from A to B, the extreme right comes to the middle. From C to D, extreme left comes to the middle. So now it is a turn of extreme right to come to the middle, which definitely talks about coming equal to in between, right? So triangle equal to, right? So it means the first option goes off, and the third should be replaced by a new object. Now when I am talking about a new object, cross has already been, or a multiplication sign has already been used, right? So my correct answer is going to be answer figure 4 because S was never used. So correct answer is going to be answer figure number 4. I hope everybody gets this logic, and see, we need to continue practicing this. The more we practice, the better we are going to be at it, and the speed increases, right? So moving on to the next set of problem, which is problem figure 6. Again we are talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 objects in a per frame, right? So when I am talking about 6 objects per frame, I need to again get the some pattern or the logic. So I see the circle, cross or into, then oval, then again a arrow. So it should be a quadrilateral. So it means quadrilateral should be at this position, which is either figure number 1 or figure number 3 or figure number 4 or figure number 5. It means only one figure is being eliminated. So looking at this C, extreme positions, right, in the adjacent or neighboring problem figures, star. So it should be pin. So pin should be at this position and quadrilateral should be at this position. The combination, second option was anyways gone, right? So quadrilateral and pin, quadrilateral no pin, quadrilateral and pin, only correct answer is going to be answer figure number 1, because that is the only combination which talks about the quadrilateral and pin here, which we have found out with our logic and pattern. Now moving on to the next problem. Now when we talk about this problem, here we are talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. So 5 lines are there in every problem figure and answer figure. But when we talk about these 5 lines, they are changing their directions, right? It means we are talking about the water images or inverting them. So when I am talking about problem figure A to problem figure B, we see that there is a shifting happened. It means this first object shifts to the last place and all of them are inverted and nothing else has been changed. No other object has changed the position, but they have inverted, right? Their water images are taken. Now from B to C, you see that only this middle one is being inverted, and rest the shifting or the swapping. This is not shifting. Previous was shifting because only one object has come. They have not swapped the places. But from B to C, you can see the swapping which happens, right? Initially arrow and the last one, that is second and fifth object are swapped. So second, which is arrow, comes to the last, and this comes to the second position, right? So definitely, if second and fifth changes the position, first and fourth also should change the position, right? Which they are, and only inverted was nothing but the middle figure. But from C to D, again it is the shifting of extreme left to extreme right, and rest all have inverted their positions. Again only middle one has been inverted, and first comes to fourth, second goes to fifth. So again it is a chance of talking about shifting this time, and shifting of this arrow to the last and inverting all of them. It means I would definitely get inverting all of them and shifting one place. It should start off with the pin, then it should be a T, then it should be this V, then it should be again a pin, and definitely then the arrow comes at the last. It means my correct answer is going to be answer figure number 3. So see, you need to establish the relationship sometimes, right, from every frame to every other frame, because not every question will have shortcuts. Moving on to problem figure number 8. Now moving on to problem figure number 8. Here again now this time that shortcut is applicable, because I saw that problem figure A and problem figure E has the same orientation, except this S is being replaced by a triangle, rest is exactly same, and mirror image is being taken. So taking this logic, extending this to my correct answer, B and the correct answer would also have the same orientation, except this S, and this S would be replaced by 2S. 2 is equal to, so 2 triangles. So S should be replaced by triangle. Now when S should be replaced by triangle and the mirror image of rest is being taken, definitely I would get my correct answer option, which is going to be answer option 2. Because sorry, not 2 is the inversion of this or the triangle. I should definitely get my correct answer option, which is going to be 3, because this entire figure should be as it is, intact, right? Only S should be replaced by a triangle. So my correct answer would definitely come out to be answer figure 3. So see, we need to, sometimes shortcuts will be applicable, sometimes shortcut will not be applicable. Moving on to problem figure 9. Now problem figure 9 talks about again 2 objects in the topmost row, 3 objects in the middle row, and 2 objects in the bottom row, right? This pattern is continued for every problem figure. It means my answer figure should also contain 3 elements or 3 objects in the middle row and 2 in the top and bottom ones, which is there in 1, 2 and 5. So only 1, 2 and 5 remains. Now we need to understand what is happening with the middle object, right? So this middle object shifts one place and goes in the same row to the extreme left, right? This middle also goes to the extreme left. This rhombus also goes to the extreme left. This figure also goes to the extreme left. So now it's the pin which should come to the extreme left. So pin extreme left, pin extreme left. But are they inverting? Because this pin when comes to extreme left in this answer, it has no, it's not the pin, right? It is having a T also. So those things are also to be taken care of, right? This is this object, right? And this pin, we are talking about this object. So this has not come in the extreme left position. So only correct answer option is going to be answer option 5, because here the pin comes out. Now you can even check it out whether this is coming to middle or not. So every time this object or these objects are coming to the middle object, right, in alternate frame. So this object comes to the middle object, which is also true. So understand that correct answer option is going to be answer figure number 5. Now moving on to the last problem, which is 10th problem, which makes it 10 in this workshop and 10 in the previous workshop. 20 questions based on series completion. Now when I'm talking about this 10th problem figure, we first talk about what is happening to B, right? So this B is first changing its place. So changing one place to anti-clockwise, and its water image was taken. So one place shifting anti-clockwise and water image was taken. Then again from here to here, it is 1.5 positions which are being shifted, and its mirror image was being taken, right? So 1.5 mirror images, 1 water image. So again it should be 1 and it should be water image. Yes, it is. Then again 1.5, and it is definitely talking about the mirror image because it is inverted about y-axis, right? Now from so 1.5 is mirror and 1 was water, right? We have already seen that. So now it is a turn of 1 and it has to be water image of this, right? Water image of this matlab this unshaded part goes up and shaded part goes down. So it means it has to be my correct answer, or answer figure 1. So understand, lot of things, mirror image, water image, combination of mirror image, water image. While establishing the series, we need to talk about a complete, but first try to get the pattern, right? So I told you out that it's not depending upon the number of objects, right? It depends upon what logic was being used, which will make a question tougher or easier. So keep on practicing these kind of questions, which will help you out in bringing the speed factor, which is important for MHCET. Thank you very much for watching this video. Keep on watching the next videos in series, because we are going to talk about the different type of questions, maybe odd man out, analogies in our subsequent videos. Thank you very much.